Hi everyone and welcome to the Leicester City Ladies Live, the review show. This is week number 5 and the previous 4 weeks have been live on Thursday nights in connecting with all our members. Were we going to get an audience? I don't know. Fortunately we did. You all came good. 475 people were live at the time of week 1. So I was speaking to 475 phones or iPads. That is incredible. Week 2, 400. Week 3, 375. Week 4, 325. And remember, those views will continue throughout the week. Now I know what you're thinking, Matt, your ratings were plummeting. You're a tough crowd to please. Yes, they were. That's why I'm getting out where the going is good. So we're going to look back at the 4 weeks while I've still got you. So week 1, it was all centred around the team of the year. Eve Ashton, Asia Paget and Sky Gibson made up the 3 lady midfield, and I spoke to all 3 of them on the phone, and a little surprise for one of them. I also spoke to Lucy Willett from the first team as a first team report, and I connected with club secretary and legend Sue Fouts on her experiences of women's football at Leicester City Ladies. So go get yourself a brew, just as I have. Put me on pause and go get yourself a brew, but come back because this is week 1. Have a look. Now this year, Asia, this is the very first year of it, so it's a very special year. And I'm very pleased to tell you that Sue has decided that you should win the junior trophy for the whole junior section for outstanding football achievement. How do you feel?
Speechless.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now I brought you in first, if that's okay, because in the team of the year, you are in our first 11. So your manager suggested to the committee that you should be in the first 11. Now, not only that, Eve, they have suggested that you should be the captain of that team, which is why I've jigged it around a little bit and decided to call you first. So, how do you feel about being the captain of the team of the year?
I feel really happy, and I think it's an honour because there's lots of players that could have been picked. And
thanks, have helped us. Sky, have you got a favourite game this year? Can you remember a game where the team played really well?
I think it's against Hinkley because they were top of the league when we played them, and they was unbeaten the first time we played them. They was a bit rough on the pitch, kicking, booting and everything like that, but the team got through it and they beat us 2-1, but I think we should have got the win for that game.
Sky, I think we need a disclaimer there. Like something come across the bottom. Whatever opposition she mentioned. Like this opposition, this is the view of Sky Gibson maybe. But Sky, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Brilliant. And Lucy, just on the division, because obviously we play in the East Midlands Premier, which is quite a high level. And I was thinking before I phoned you, you've got people like Peterborough who have ran away with the division, scoring, hundreds of goals, or maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it feels like that against every team. Now, they're going to be in the division again. And you've got teams down the bottom who may have been thinking about relegation, who are going to be ecstatic because they're not relegated. So what do you think that's going to do to the league next year for the first team?
I think it's definitely going to give us kind of a heads up what to expect next season, especially because we can work off what we've learned from this season playing against the same teams again.
And the Golden Boot is for the top goal scorer of the club, okay? Mm-hmm. So, Maya, I had to give you a call because although I can't give it you right now, as soon as it's safe, we will drop this to your house. But Maya, you have won the first ever Leicester City Ladies Golden Boot trophy. How do you feel?
Oh my God.
So Maya, you scored, sorry to interrupt you Maya, but you scored 22 goals in 16 games. And now I know other teams maybe would have played some more, but we have to end the season where we have to end the season. It was very tight, but you are the winner of that trophy.
That's crazy.
Brilliant. And so also, I'm thinking about this pandemic thing that's going on at the moment. It's not nice times for everybody out there. But when I said, can you remember a time when it's happened? Thinking about it, I'm sure you've told me this before, that women's football and girls' football wasn't actually sanctioned, which means it wasn't a league in itself, or it wasn't permitted to play under the FA.
When our club started, the FA wouldn't allow any women to play football, and they wouldn't allow a men or boys club to support a women's team either. So we couldn't get grounds. It was just another world, to be honest.
Well done to Asia there, taking home the very first Sue Fowkes Award in Football Excellence. Now, what you might have heard as well was Maya Ball, who won the very first ever Leicester City Ladies Golden Boot. And that links me into week 2. The very first ever Leicester City Ladies Golden Glove. And that surrounded our show of week 2. Not only that, we had the second award for the Sue Fowkes Award in Football Excellence for a mini player. We connected with Amelie from AS Moosau in Strasbourg, our town twinning club. And we also spoke to Emmy Rose from the Wildcats. We also had some coaches on the phone. Here's the highlights of week 2. So Emmy Rose, so you have been so kind to come on the phone. So how old are you, Emmy Rose? 6. And when did you come to Leicester City Ladies? Can you remember?
1 year ago.
A year ago. And you play for the Wildcats. So who's your coach?
Anita.
Wow, okay. So what sort of things do you do at training, Emmy Rose? What skills do you learn?
Dribbling and tapping.
Wow. Libby, I've got some news for you. That you have won the very first Leicester City Ladies Golden Glove. How do you feel?
That word, oh my God.
So Libby, so you played for the under-13s this year. You're in the team of the year. I don't know if you saw that, but that didn't make this decision. What made this decision was we had many goalkeepers, obviously right down from under-10s right up to the seniors. But the goalkeeper coaches were the big influence on you and your improvement this year and how much you've... Basically, Darcy, I had to give you a call because Sue has decided that you should win the Sue Fowkes Award in Football Excellence mini award. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So, Darcy, you are the very first winner of the Sue Fowkes Award in Football Excellence. What age group of girls do you have? Do you have age groups right down to under 7s, 8s as well?
We do have several teams, like we have 3 seniors team, we have under 15s team, under 11s and under 9s.
Wow, 3 senior sides. And is that a high division? Is that a high level division?
For the first team it's a high level division, yes. It's the equivalent, I don't know in England, maybe League 2 for women, if you want. Libby Drummond there, taking home the very first Leicester City Ladies Golden Glove. Moves on to week 3. Week 3 was a very special week for the club. It was celebrating what would have been Mary Rudkin's 60th birthday. And in honour of our club legend, we surrounded our whole live feed around that special lady. We did Mary Rudkin Golden Stars, we did a tribute video,
and we did a dance video. You can find all of these on the Facebook feed if you go into photos or videos. Also, we did the Chairman's Trophy. Steve Crayford came on and announced the winner of that. We spoke to Maya Simpson from the under-10s to speak about that team, and we also heard from the under-15s goalkeeper, Faith Hudson. In what was a special week for Leicester City ladies and the Rudkin family, take a look at week 3. There's one place to start, Annie. Obviously, it's been your mum's been 60th this week. Just on a football sense, when did you first come to the club with your mum? Was that a very young age?
Yeah, I remember both me, Katie, would have been me and Katie going down probably when we were, 8 or 9, and mum took us down, but at that time there was no age banding, so we were kind of training with girls that were 15, 16.
Right.
The kit didn't fit us, but we just kind of ran around, and I remember my parents, every time I actually got on the pitch, telling me off for just talking to somebody and not paying attention. That type of thing. So it's very different to how...
Have you got a favourite match this year, Mia? Can you remember a game where the team did really well or you really enjoyed it?
There's two. My first ever game was a friendly where I came on as a sub and scored 3 goals.
Wow.
Then East Goscott away where I won player of the match, which is amazing.
And we're giving out some special recognition awards from the Leicester City Live. Now, I said I was giving out an extra 2, but I couldn't say it on the live feed just now because I knew you were coming on. There's actually 4. And Faith, for your hard work and all this recognition that everyone's been giving you, I think you should be the second winner of one of the trophies for Leicester City Ladies Live.
We felt there's one category that's really done well this year and gone from nothing to 20 plus players. In fact, some have come from the Wildcats, the under-10s now, so that's working. And the person that's really worked hard at that is Anita, alongside Nicola, etc. But both Nathan and I fully in agreement that Anita should win the trophy this year.
Brilliant. It's gone dark. I realise this. Don't worry. Don't alter your screens. In honour of Mary. Have fun! There were many tributes to Mary that week, I'm sure. And it was great that we played our part. You can catch our dance video still on our Facebook. Thank you to our daughter Annie, who you heard from, for coming on the phone. Mia and Faith picked up the extra 2 Leicester City Ladies Live Awards from me. Well done to you both. And now we're going to move on to week 4. At week 4, we welcomed WSL player Remy Allen. We were meant to have her for 15 minutes. She was there for 45. And she even went back and answered questions on the live feed afterwards manually that I missed. What a true legend and a class act. Here's week 4. Dancing as well. Well, there you go. So you're putting everyone to shame on the live feed now. For all them people. In fact, Emmy Rose, I've got one more question. Because you've done nearly everything, every challenge that I've set out. And you were even on the dancing video, weren't you? And you did the ABC?
Yeah.
Now, Emmy Rose, there were a lot of people that were just boring and wouldn't do it. What do you think to that? Have you got anything to say to those people who wouldn't dance?
Have a go.
Have a go. Too late, Emmy Rose. That is great advice. They are too late. Heidi. Now, Heidi is one of our... She's actually gone on to Derby just now. She came right through the club and she's played various other levels as well. But Heidi's a real talent. She's gone on to Derby County. Unfortunately, we've lost her to as it happens in football. The progression happens. But she's asked a question with her mum, which I thought was an important one because she's kind of 16, 17 and sort of gone to make a very similar step that you would have done. But she's asked, now you've kind of achieved a lot, have you got any big ambitions left?
Yeah, good question actually. I think for me, I definitely have a lot of ambition left. It's, at this moment in time, I sit probably 3rd in the all-time appearances for the WSL.
Wow.
And that's something that I would love to be on top of. That would be great. In terms of, trophies every single year, I go into every year wanting to win some form of trophy. And for me, the biggest, probably main ambition I've got is to go out at Wembley and be in the FA Cup final. That's the trophy for me that's missing, and that's something that I would love to do. So that's something that I definitely strive for every season. So I'm not giving up hope on that one just yet.
Wow, how far off are you, Remy, to that all-time record?
There's like 4 or 5 games in it at the
Really?
time, so
Wow.
yeah, not a lot.
Brilliant. Charlotte Bradshaw, she's asked, we're getting some of the younger questions as well now. She says, how hard do you have to work to make sure you play in the top level of the women's game?
That's a good question. That is something that I can't emphasise enough. If to any young player out there now, if you think you're working hard, times that by about 10,000, and you probably get to where we have to work day in, day out to be where we're at. It's one of them where it's not a case of, you just train a couple of times a week and you can roll up on a Sunday and you can produce. It's one of them where you're working every single day, and it's not even just being on the football pitch, it's being in the gym, it's being at home recovering right, it's doing your exercises, it's doing your flexibility work, your yoga work, your nutrition, your sleep. Once you are a professional footballer, you are living that and breathing that every single day. So there's not really, even like the days where will be a recovery day, which means you've got to rest, there's still things that you need to do to make sure that the next day when you go for training again, you're ready and prepared. So I think the work ethic that it requires it will take over your life. Like it has to be your number one priority, and you have to be very driven with that. And I think that's the biggest thing that I would say to any youngster out there is you've got to be willing to put in every ounce of effort you've actually got and go above and beyond. It's great to make it, and there'll be players that make it, but whether you maintain it or not, that's down to your work ethic. So for me, I've played in this league for 10 years now, and if I didn't do what I've done to get there and to work hard, then I wouldn't have sustained myself. So it's very important that you understand and you're willing to, go above and beyond with work rate to get here and maintain it as well.
I'm going to wrap up with the Leicester City Live Recognition Awards. I said there was 2 more. I'm really sorry I've gone over time, so I'm going to be very, very quick. There was Mia Simpson and Faith Hudson. I'm going to give the 3rd one. I'm going to give to Charlotte Bradshaw. And the reason I've gave it to you, Charlotte, is because every challenge I've put out there, you have took part. And Leicester City Ladies Live was about the challenges, was about interacting, was about putting yourself out there and connecting. And you have been an absolute star. You are getting the 3rd trophy. The 4th trophy, for the same reason, everything we've done, the Smile campaigns, the videos, the women's soccer, the challenges, coming on asking questions, is Remy Mitchell. Thank you to Remy there, who ended our live feeds in the most special way. And Charlotte Bradshaw and Remy Mitchell, you also took home 2 Leicester City Ladies Live awards given to you by me for your efforts over the last few weeks. Well done to you too. And that concluded the 4 weeks of 6 o'clock live Leicester City Ladies coming to you from isolation. I want to thank everybody who made it possible, everybody who joined in to the challenges, spoke to me on the phone, gave me information. You've all been absolutely wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was something different, and I hope it leaves you with a slightly different memory to the end of 2019-20, rather than just not being able to finish your season, which of course wasn't nice for any of you. Keep up to date with the Facebook. There'll be lots more videos to come, and I hope you stay safe and stay well over the summer periods. And next time, the Golden Boot, the Golden Glove, the Team of the Year, all the things that we're now going to bring back every year, they are set in stone. We need another winner and another winner after that. I hope it's done in person, handed to you. The certificates and the trophies will be with you very soon. Give the club a little bit of time with all the suppliers that were not open, that are reopening, that we can make that happen for you. Congratulations to everybody in 2019-20. Let's hope for a more fruitful 2020-2021. Take care, everyone.